We've received some emails from our listeners about reinfection with SARS-CoV-2, which is a topic you've addressed in recent episodes, and SARS-CoV-2 mutations. Carol writes, when you spoke about reinfection on a recent update, you said the two viruses were, quote, different viruses. My assumption is the difference consists of mutations in the virus. Can you clarify this? And then Jim asks, with the U.S. on fire with recent cases, isn't it possible to see yet another mutation or two here in the U.S.? And does that keep you awake at night?
Well, thank you, Carol and Jim, for two really good questions, and Carol in particular for asking me to clarify something I said, which obviously I didn't do a very good job explaining it. First of all, as a coronavirus, think of it as a ever-evolving virus, but not one that really changes. And what I mean by that is we had pictures of you, Carol, when you were 5, when you were 10, when you were 15, when you were 25, when you were 30. Not sure how old you are, but if you're 30 now, you'd see a very different Carol in all those pictures. But it wouldn't be a different Carol. It'd be the same Carol. And that's what's happening with this virus. It's changing enough so it's aging, but there's not some mechanism that's changing the basic way that it either is transmitted or its ability to cause severe disease. And in fact, we just had a major paper come out this past week from a really highly, highly skilled group in Singapore, which confirms that what they've seen in the differences in these viruses do not at all cause a difference in how they're transmitted or how infectious they are and cause disease. And so from that standpoint, when I say that they're different viruses, what I mean is it is the same virus. It's you, Carol. It's when you were 5 versus when you were 10. And we can just say they're two different viruses. But in fact, it's not in a way that they're causing some great mutation to change it. So, Jim, the same thing is true with you. The more virus transmission we see, we'll see these kinds of changes that surely can be documented as different strains, but nothing that would suggest from a mutational standpoint that this is somehow going to change how it's transmitted or the severity of the disease it causes.